The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Durham. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception.
And if I watched this defense last week and I'm the quarterback and I'm starting out on the drive, I am not throwing the ball near these guys. I'm going to play it safe, and he forces the ball right off the jump. They had 5 a week ago. First drive, they got another one here today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man all by himself. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature them, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
He's got his man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Looking for room. It's Hughes. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Moore will throw. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll try the run. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
To the air on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Benson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll try the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing outbreaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and you just didn't see it on that play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The throw to the outside is complete. It'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Myers on the move. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Coming out with it, it's Benson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply. Makes the grab at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Gain of 32. First down on the offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it behind the line. It's Hughes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
LSU 14.
First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Throwing right. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Moore will throw. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. And they're going to try this on fourth down. They need a 4 or 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on fourth down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
The give to the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Durham. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Sharp. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the right. He's got it. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, You better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. It's the 30. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the big fella. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
You know, the corner route is definitely a timing route because you're pushing straight up the field to make it look like you're running a go, and then you break to the sideline. So quarterback and wide receiver really have to be on the same page with timing.
Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I got to protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Knocked down for the tackle. LSU quick to the line. They'll try to get it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Motion from the back. Moore to the air. Bringing the heat. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it to the right. Powers through the defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Here's the pressure. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll open the 2nd half with a run. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pick up there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Running it to the right. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, they take a sack right down by the goal line, guys, and I think the route concept really didn't help the quarterback out there. Normally, you're thinking this is going to be a quick hitter, get the ball out of his hands fast, but that was a very slow developing route concept. I think that's the biggest reason he got sacked.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Quick strike through the air for the score.
This game is so ass, bro.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Benson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. We'll always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs. The read